Hello everyone, welcome to my 9th tutorial of the Indian bamboo flute or the Bansuri. I'm Chiranjeev from the Divine Bansuri YouTube channel, and in my previous tutorial we talked about the ornamentation technique that is called the gamak, and in today's tutorial we will be discussing about how to play the Komal Swaras in the Bansuri by using of half notes. So let's start. If you have watched my 5th tutorial about the theoretical concepts of music and the sargam and the concept of half step and whole step, you must know that the Suddha Saptak uses all the Suddha Swara, that is Sa, Suddha Re, Suddha Ga, Suddha Ma, Pa, Suddha Da, Suddha Ni and Sa. So, between Suddha Ga and Suddha Ma is a half step. Similarly, between Suddha Ni and Sa is a half step. And between Sa and Suddha Re, there is a note in between Sa and Suddha Re, that is Komal Re. So, between Sa and Suddha Re, there is a whole step. So, in Bansuri, I am using a C scale Bansuri. So this is Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa, Ni, Sa. This is a half step. The construction of the Bansuri is such that it plays Ni, Sa, Ni, Sa. This is a half step. And also between Ma, Pa, this is Tivra Ma and Pa. So it also is a half step. So if I play Ni, Sa, Ni, Sa. So it's a half step. Also this is a half step. Ma, Pa. But that is Tivra Ma, Pa. But in Suddha Saptak we are using that is Suddha Ma. That is because the formula is Sa, Suddha Re, Suddha Ga, Suddha Ma, Pa, Suddha Dha, Suddha Ni, Sa. So how to play the Suddha Ma in the Bansuri? What you do is, so as we know that we start Bansuri from here, because this is considered as the Sa and this is considered as the Pa when closing all holes. So Sa, Suddha Re, Suddha Ga, Tivrama. When I am opening all holes, there is Tivrama. But how to play the Suddhama? So what you do is you just open this hole, that is Suddhaga, a slight bit. Just slightly you just open it. So Sa Re Ga Ma, just slightly opening. Just slightly opening it. If you open completely, then the Tivrama will be played. So the sound is also different. So if you, I'll just show you. Sa Re Ga Ma, Sa Re Ga, Tivrama, Suddhma, Tivrama. So that is the concept. So if I play the Suddha Saptak, just slightly opening, around 20% will be open and 80% will be closed. If you open more, then the Tivrama will be played. Okay. So this is, as I am opening it, just up and down I am doing. There is another technique of doing it just by moving your fingers sideways. So I am doing it sideways, but also it can be done sideways, also can be done. Just around 20% will be open. But the important point here is, if you are using it sideways, then you cannot play it faster, like Gama, 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 Gama. But if you do it, then it uses a lot of strain, so you are not able to move it properly. So this technique is used, both the technique is used whenever it is needed. So this is, now you have learned how to play the Suddhama. So you start from here. So Sa, Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni Sa. I'll show it again, just slightly opening. That will play the Suddha Ma in the Bansuri. So as we discussed how to play the Suddha Ma in the Bansuri, there are other swaras, right? We discussed about Komal Swaras, that is Komal Re, Komal Ga, Komal Dha and Komal Re. How to play them? So that is the same technique. So as we consider this as a Sa, Sa Re Ga, so Sa Suddha Re Suddha Ga, right? Sa Suddha Re Suddha Ga, right? So how to play the Komal Re? You just open the Sa slightly. sa re. So sa re, sa komal re, sudh re, right? I think I am able to show you just slightly opening. Similarly for Komal Ga, what you have to do, Suddh Re and Suddh Ga. So between Suddh Re and Suddh Ga, there is Komal Ga. So what do you do? Open the Re slightly, just opening it 20% around. Sa, Suddh Re. It can also be done by moving it sideways, but recommended is like moving it upwards. Re, re, komal ga, ga. It should sound, the komal swara should sound that you are playing it exactly. So, re, ga, komal ga, suddh ga, right? So, and now we learned about Komal Re and Komal Ga. How to play the Komal Dha? What you do is Pa. So you are using Pa. So Pa, what you do is just open slightly the Pa about 20%. So this finger. So I am using it for Mandar Saptak. You can also use it for Madhya Saptak. So Komal Dha Pa, Komal Dha Pa. So Pa, Komal Dha Dha, Komal Dha Dha. I can also do it sideways, but that is not recommended. So this is now Komal Dha, as you learned about Komal Dha. Now Komal Ni, how you can play? You just open the Dha slightly. So Dha, Komal Ni. See, you are able to play the Komal Swara. So you play complete all the Komal Swara and Suddh Swara, it will sound something like Sa, Komal Re, Suddh Re, Komal Ga, Suddh Ga, Suddh Ma, Tibra Ma, opening all holes, Pa, Komal Dha, Suddh Dha, Komal Ni, Suddh Ni, Sa. So you'll be facing problems also the sound of the airy sound will be more. That depends on the kind of flute also. If you are having a branded flute, then they have soft and warm sounds, and the Komal Swaras are played exactly. So that is also a point. So now we will be considering that we are starting from here. That is Sa. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Suddh Ma is opening half of the note. Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa. Right. So what you do is when you have practiced the alankars and mean and everything, you did the techniques in the Bansuri. So you do it in this fashion that you are starting it from here and you are using the Suddh Ma, not the Tivra Ma. So if you are starting it from here, if I am playing alankar, I'm using the Suddh Ma. Instead of Tivra Ma, we were using in alankars and all the techniques, you can use the Suddh Ma also. So that will again increase your fingering styles in the Bansuri. So Sa, Re, Ga, Re, Ga, Sa, Re, Ga, Re, Ga, Ma, Suddh Ma, Pa. So in this way, you just do it, you just practice it. The reason why Sa is treated from here is, that is when 3 holes closed is, In Indian classical music, any song, any rag you take, there must be a pa at least in the Mandar Saptak, and in the Tar Saptak there at least should be a ga. So what I mean is, if I started from here, sa ni dha pa, so ending is pa, so at least we have a pa in the Mandar Saptak, and we have a ga in the Tar Saptak, like sa re ga ma pa da ni sa re ga, at least there is a ga. And also we can go above in the Bansuri, ga ma pa, so we have a pa in the at least Mandar Saptak, and ga in the Tar Saptak. There is a Tar Saptak pa, so we have a good advantage in the Bansuri. We are able to play the Tar Saptak pa also. So how do you practice this Komal Swar? So what you do is, so you are just blowing it, right? You do it in a tonguing fashion also, like thu 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 thu. Also in a reverse manner, like da 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 da. So also for Komal ga, do it in both ways, that is like in blowing way and also in a tonguing way. Also for dha, Komalni, so you will have a good command on the Komal Swaras. Practice it very slow as I suggested. So until you are getting that clear sound of that Komal Swara. So Komal Swara will be used in many places while we'll be learning the concepts of rag. We will be using Komal Swara, and there will be different Bollywood songs which will be using Komal Swara. So if we consider this as the sa, as this is considered the sa, so the Komal Swara will be used wherever the songs demand the Komal Swaras. Like in rag, let's discuss about a rag, that is rag Sivranjani. We will be detailedly discussing about the concept of rag. I will be creating tutorials for that. Just for demo I am showing you. Like in rag Sivranjani we uses Komal ga. So sa re ga Komal ga pa dha sa, sa dha pa ga re sa, Komal ka it uses. So in rag, let's say Yaman, rag Yaman uses Tivrama. It's like Tivrama. I'm opening all the holes, so that is Tivrama. So if as this is a C scale Bansuri, so C is the note, this note is the C. So we have C as according to our musical theory, it will be C, C sharp, that is a half note, D, D sharp, E, F, because E to F is a half step, E, F, F sharp, all notes, G, when this whole 6 holes are closed is G, G sharp, when half is open, G sharp, A sharp, B and C. B to C is a half step. This is how the musical theory works. So that's it for today guys. I hope this tutorial was helpful. We learned a lot of things. In our previous tutorial we learned about the how to play the different techniques, and in today's tutorial we talked about how to play the Komal Swaras, what are the techniques to be applied. So you practice this a lot, and you practice it very slow, and you do it and you listen to the half note properly, that this half note is getting played and the less hissing sound, less airy sound is coming. So you practice in that manner. And in our next tutorial we will be covering the different apps which I use personally to practice in Bansuri, and we will be using how to use the Tal and Tanpura. With the help of Tal and Tanpura, how the practice can be done. So I use some apps which I will be discussing, and we will be using these apps again in our next tutorials, upcoming tutorials, to practice. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please press the like button, please share this video, and please do subscribe to this channel for latest videos. And I'm also available on Facebook and Instagram. You can please visit the profiles if you like to, and I've given the links in the description below. So thank you again. Have a great day.